Benjamin Netanyahu is speaking out against the egregious display of anti-Semitism littering college campuses across America. Newsmax Jerusalem correspondent Cohen is live at Tel Aviv University this morning with Netanyahu's warning that more needs to be done to protect Jewish students. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Charlotte. Prime Minister Netanyahu says what's happening right now on America's college campuses is horrific. He's strongly condemning the rise in university protests as students call for the murder of Jews through Intifada and the annihilation of Israel.
Anti-Semitic mobs have taken over leading universities. They call for the annihilation of Israel. They attack Jewish students. They attack Jewish faculty. This is reminiscent of what happened in German universities in the 1930s. It's unconscionable. It has to be stopped. It has to be condemned, and condemned unequivocally.
Over the past week, anti-Israel demonstrations have popped up from California to Massachusetts, with some protesters endorsing Hamas terrorism. Since Friday, hundreds of students and others were arrested at Columbia, Yale, NYU, USC, Texas, and more. Many Republicans have called out the anti-Semitism, the harassment, the bullying. The White House is hedging, saying President Biden believes in free speech on college campuses and that students have the right to protest, but not engage in physical intimidation or call for violence. Listen.
The president believes that free speech, debate, and non-discrimination on college campuses are important. They're important American values. Students should feel safe. Communities should feel safe. It is a deeply painful moment. He sees that. He understands that.
Netanyahu is demanding more needs to be done to stop the chance of death to Israel, death to the Jews, and, by the way, death to the United States, to America, on college campuses. Charlotte, today we learned that more than 250 protesters who were arrested at NYU and Columbia have been released, and they face no criminal charges. Charlotte, back to you.
And they'll likely be protesting again today. And Daniel, Hamas released a new propaganda video yesterday of an American-Israeli hostage still in captivity who lost his left arm during the October 7th attacks. We've seen and heard the horrors that Hamas inflicted on innocent people on that day. What are people in Israel feeling now when they see American students supporting a terrorist organization like Hamas?
Right. It's a great question, Charlotte. It's pure evil. And I'm not just talking about Hamas, these demonstrations. Think about this for a moment. Think about the hope. Think about the despair for the family of that hostage. His name is Hirsch Goldberg Poland. He's American, by the way. And his family to be able to see him after 200 days with his left arm half blown off. Why? He was attending a music festival. President Biden scampered away from the podium yesterday when he was asked point blank about these protests from these bougie demonstrators, right? Charlotte, a lot of people here realize and are watching very closely and understand, but look, the Democrats have a really big problem on their hands here. They have a radical base that's not fringe, it's mainstream. And Joe Biden's crisis of leadership isn't helping. It's not helping the Jews. In fact, it's hurting them and the American people.
Yeah,
Charlotte, back to you.
It's sickening what we're seeing on these college campuses. All right, Daniel Cohen, thank you so much.